Hello, and welcome to 10 Acres and a Dream. Today's topic is winches. And for those of you who might be in the South like I am, it's not wenches, it's winches. So we're going to give you some tips on what to do with your winch. And also I want to remind you, before you head off, definitely want you to subscribe to our channel.
I needed a winch for my truck, and I can't mount one on the front because it won't fit in my garage if I do that. So what I got was picked this up from Harbor Freight here, one of their biggest winches, and I'm going to put this on the back of my truck on the hitch, so it'll be removable. So I don't want to have to carry a battery around all the time and use jumper cables. I'd like to be able just to plug this thing in. So this is what I'm going to do. Got these Anderson power connectors right here. And so the cables will plug into here, one on each end. Well, one on the truck, and then the other one goes to the winch. Got some connectors and some shrink wrap. And I needed to get some 2-gauge cable. Cheapest I could find, oddly enough, was from Harbor Freight by buying a set of jumper cables. So let's see what we got right here. 20-foot 2-gauge jumper cables. Should carry plenty of current for what I need. And what I'm planning on doing, nice thick cables. I'm going to cut the ends off. Put these connectors on here. So one end will go to the battery. The other end is going to be mounted next to the receiver on the back of my truck. And then there'll be a cable that comes from the winch. I don't have the plate in yet, but when it comes in, we're going to have a cable going from hardwire to the winch. It'll go to this, and that way I just plug these in together, and I'm good. So let me get this set up, and I'll get back with you. I got the ends off, and I decided not to use these ring connectors that I got because it came out looking pretty good right here. So just flattened the ends out. Got some shrink wrap on, shrink tape. I'll heat that up here in a minute. And I think this will be sufficient for the battery end right here. On the other end for the Anderson connector, so we're ready to put those on. And I don't have any shrink wrap big enough to go over this, so I'm going to wrap it up real good with some electric tape. So put this in, and I'm going to try to crimp this with the vise, because I don't have one of those high-dollar crimping tools. In the press. I'm going to work on this a little bit more, but I believe this will work.
What you got going on there?
Get a little bit of extra pressure on this thing. That makes quick work of it right there.
Hydraulic jacks are nice. Let's see.
Yeah. That's really, really tight. Okay. Trying to get all these little strands inside here. There we go. All right. Do this in the vise, but I think it's a whole lot quicker and easier using the press. Just slide back just a little bit. Alright, that's pretty tight right there. Heat gun would be better, but this will work. Just don't stay in one spot too long. Alright, I think that's good on that one. And then get it good and tight. All right.
So we're back with an update on the wiring, and Bill's going to give you that update.
I've got the wires run from back to front, and luckily the winch, the Harbor Freight winch, came with a fuse block right here. So my plans, instead of leaving, and I went ahead and did ran the positive and negative. You could have grounded the negative to the frame and just run a positive, but I've got them both on there. My plans are to just simply disconnect this whole piece right here from the battery and put the plastic cover back over it and just let this lay over here inside the tray when I'm not using it. And then when the few times I want to use the winch, I'll just simply take that bolt out and screw that back in with the fuse block on it. It'll be good to go. So I'll show you a quick peek underneath the truck of how I've got it routed and secured.
Hello, so Bill is now going to show you under the truck, so bear with us.
Got it zip tied, running most of the way on top of the frame rail. Big heavy duty zip ties, got those from Lowe's, and this just goes down all the way on top of the frame rail, and it's secured probably about every 12 inches or so, so that there's no movement anywhere in the wire. All right. Okay, and here's the back of the truck coming down right here. Again, zip tied in several places. Goes inside our Anderson connector here. Got a cap on this. Pull that back where they can see that. Get a good view of that.
Okay.
Let me stick it out here where they can look at it.
All right, hold on.
So that's the the connector right there. I'm not using it. Just stick the cap back on. Good to go. Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching, and
Don't forget to subscribe.
yep, and we'll also show you finishing up on the winch mount too.